ready, y'all? Shot music. Let's go.
Let's go.
I had it, but I swear, man, this is it. I can't believe in my past. I resisted. I can't figure it out. I need my mind renewed, but I ain't living without being close to you. I'm in awe, I must admit. Yes, I gotta see you as you are, perfect in your ways, excellent by far, everything you are. Cause a change in me, I owe it to you that I'm where I should be.
Who's had a change in them? Welcome, y'all. Today we're going to talk about the lessons from an innkeeper and how faith can bring freedom in your life. My name is Cathy McReynolds, and we're with Bible Business Academy. So welcome. It is Faith and Freedom Friday, y'all, and we are getting our praise and worship on. Let's go. As you come on, say hello so we can say hello back to you. Let us know if you caught this during the live or the replay. And if you need more information or you need that push, you need that help and getting started and building your business online, and you want to do that on biblical principles, go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com. Make sure you share this so that we can help others out as well. And be sure to like it as well. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. And follow us. Hit the follow button while you're at it. So we're going to give this praise and worship a few moments, give you a chance to join in on our Faith and Freedom Friday, where we're talking about lessons from an innkeeper. It's that faith, y'all, that brings freedom. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Grace keeps you from falling. Come on. Let's go.
In my trials, I found breakthrough and I had no clue what to do. So excellent and prevalent, you get to me and you're so awesome. I'm so ready for it like a flower that's about to blossom. What is real love? How about when you pay the highest cost? Though many make claims, I assure you he's the highest boss. Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. Only one that went to bat just for remission of my sins.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this party started, because y'all already know we will be on that for a long time because we love our praise and worship. So let me ask you this. Did you know that faith brings freedom? We're talking faith bringing freedom. And today we're going to share that lesson from an innkeeper. And I want to ask you, have you decided to do what's right over what's easy? Is that something that you live by? Is that a model that you have? So welcome, friends. And I want to ask you this as well. Have you ever been faced with a decision where doing the right thing seemed to come at a cost? Man, maybe it looked like you were standing up for your values. If you did that, it could hurt your profits, it could hurt your reputation, and it could even hurt your relationships. And so today, y'all, on Faith and Freedom Friday, we're diving into a story that will challenge you, just like it challenged me, to use our business, to use our resources, and also to use our influence as platforms for mercy. God gave us these platforms for a reason. And if you use it as a platform for justice, and most importantly, using it as a platform for unwavering faith in God's provision, it will change your life. So let me take you to a familiar story in Luke 10:25 through 37. It's a story that we all know. It's the story of the Good Samaritan, right? And many of us focus, when we look at that, we focus on the priest, we focus on the Levite, and we focus on the Samaritan. But there is one character that we're going to talk about today that's often overlooked, and that's the innkeeper. That's the Jewish businessman who owned the hotel along the Jericho Road. It's the businessman. And one day, okay, he's just running his business, doing what he does. He was approached by a Samaritan. Okay, so you guys know back in that day, that was the Samaritan in his culture. They were taught to despise them. The Samaritan had found an injured man. He found someone who was injured. He had already cared for him, and now that he asked the innkeeper to provide a safe space for recovery. So let's pause right there for a moment. And I want you to think about this story. This was a Jewish innkeeper welcoming a Samaritan, and on top of that, caring for someone who couldn't even pay for his stay. Couldn't pay for his stay. That's like sometimes people might come across you who couldn't pay for your business, who couldn't pay for something, and they were at a point in their life where they just needed help. And guess what? It wasn't a good business move, right? Because if word got out, especially during that time, his reputation could be tarnished. And that meant that his profits would also plummet. But guess what, y'all? That innkeeper didn't hesitate. He didn't argue or calculate any risk whatsoever. Instead, guess what he did? He acted with mercy. He acted with justice. He just trusted that if he did the right thing, it was all that matters. So, what lesson can we learn from this? What lesson can we learn from the innkeeper as business owners, as entrepreneurs, or as leaders, as people who are put in charge of things? We often face situations just like that where doing what's right might seem like it's going to cost us. It might cost us. Maybe it's refusing to cut corners when others do, right? Maybe it's raising prices so high that nobody can afford what you have just so that you can get help just a few, right? Maybe it's standing up for integrity in a world that prizes shortcuts. But here's the truth, y'all. Here's the truth that we all got to know. God sees our faithfulness. He sees everything that we do. Proverbs 11:25 says, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." Man, that bears repeating. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. So, my question to you is, do you want to be refreshed? And when you choose to use your work as a platform for good, even when it's risky, just remember you're partnering with God's kingdom. You're partnering with Him. And just like that innkeeper, you're not just providing a service, you're reflecting God's mercy. That, I mean, like, think of it. Like, I just got chills on that, right? You're reflecting God's justice, and most importantly is God's love. You're showing that in a tangible way. And your faith and your love and you're doing the right thing will bring you freedom. The innkeeper story will teach us two powerful lessons that I want to leave you with today. Just remember this, that faith, lesson number one, faith leads to financial freedom. When you trust God enough to make decisions that aligns with His values, not with your pocketbook, not with what's happening, He will provide you in ways you never imagined. That is lesson number one. Lesson number two is faith will also bring a peace of mind. And you can't put a price tag on that. Doing what's right will liberate you from worries. It'll liberate you from the opinions of others. It'll liberate you from the fear of loss, because you know God will honor your obedience and His favor will far outweigh any earthly cost that could ever come your way. Matthew 6:33 reminds us, but seek first what? His kingdom and okay, His righteousness. And all these things will be given to you as well. So I'm challenging all of us today to let our faith show by our action and ask ourselves, how can we use our platform for justice? How can we use our business for mercy? And how can we honor God even when it seems to go against the culture or it's risky? So, the challenge that we're going to go into for the weekend is just to ask God to reveal where you can be his hands and where you can be his foot through your work. How can he use your business to help others? Whether it's treating your team with fairness, whether it's giving in generosity, whether it's helping someone who just need that hand up, right? Not a hand out, that hand up, or whether it's making decisions that honor him over profit. Trust me, he will guide you. And if you need help with that and you're ready to align your business and discover true freedom, because that's where the true freedom is, just like that song we were listening to, right? That's where the true freedom is. We want to help you take that next step. You can visit BibleBusinessAcademy.com, BibleBusinessAcademy.com, and there you can download a free report on how to build a business with biblical principles. How to build, and that's BibleBusinessAcademy.com. Just go there, download that report, and then we have a lot of other different things that we can help you with, and so you can get and develop the business that you like to develop. But just remember this in closing. Remember the innkeeper. Remember his decision to show mercy, not only transformed the life, but reflected the heart of God, which is so, so important. So let's strive to do the same thing in our business. Let's strive to do the same thing in our life. I want to thank you guys for joining us today on Faith and Freedom Friday. And let's step into this weekend boldly and honoring God in every decision that we make. I appreciate y'all. So in faith and freedom, y'all, this is Cathy McReynolds with Bible Business Academy. And we're signing off here. Appreciate y'all. Have a blessed and awesome, and amazing day. All right, y'all. Have a good one. A wife and then a hug. Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Man, I think I'm this.